day number 6 of the Daily Journal video series where I am documenting business lessons, life lessons. My name is Hervin, and for the past hour and a half, Juana and I, my partner, have been looking at job applications from people applying to work with us here at Get More Students, and we have some applicants. We have about 30 people that we have shortlisted that have potential to move forward to an interview. So we're excited about that. We're excited about the potential of getting help. We've been feeling super overwhelmed with the amount of work that there is to do in our company. I have a huge idea. I have a big vision for something that can get us to what I think. This is just intuitively what I feel. I don't know if this is true or not. You'll find out here, but I think this idea that I have will get us to $10 million if executed properly. We're very early. I'm just very early into this idea. And so to come up with a plan, to come up with the people, but there's a lot of work to be done. A lot of value to be provided to our clients, a lot of planning that needs to be done, a lot of execution, and we need the right people in our team to execute that idea. And so just what I'm thinking right now is that we need to move quickly and we need to hire. And so something that I talked about yesterday is about this feeling of like, working really hard, feeling overwhelmed. And today I was actually having a call with with a potential client looking to start working with us. Actually, I think she signed up with us. One of the things that she had told me in this call is she's like, I'm working extremely hard. I'm putting in so much effort into our company, into our dance studio, and I'm still struggling. I'm like, it's been 11 years. I've been working really hard and the business is struggling. And when it came to the pandemic, we had to work even harder to stay afloat. And now after the pandemic is done, like we incurred a lot of debt and now we're having to work even harder. And so one of the things that I thought about in that moment is like when she was saying that, it's like, when you feel like you're working so hard and things aren't moving anywhere and you feel stuck, more hard work isn't the problem. Or more hard work isn't the answer to the problem, which is how I'm feeling right now. So, we internally right now have a lot of work to do. And right now it just feels like every day I'm putting in a lot of hard work. I'm working throughout the weekends and so on. And it just feels like we're not moving that fast. And it feels like almost like we're getting stuck. And when I say that, it makes me think like, hard work isn't the answer to the problem. Hard work is necessary and super important at the very beginning when you're doing everything yourself and you have to, answer tickets, do sales, do everything. And right now we find ourselves where our company has grown, but we're still doing a lot of the things that are tactical and we can delegate or at least take a look at how we could be doing things more efficiently and how we can find ways to leverage ourselves and get more done. But really, hard work only takes you so far because you're gonna cap yourself out. Like I've been thinking about it and I'm like, man, if I'm like really productive, more like where I make the most out of my day and I just laser focus, grind it out and just put in serious hours of concentrated work. Like I still am only going to put in like 4 hours of like deep focus work. And then at some point you just cannot focus that much. And then the amount of hours or the amount of work that you put in per hour, like it starts to diminish. And it starts getting to the point where it's like, okay, I'm still working and it's still, good work, but it isn't like my best work. And it becomes harder to focus and so on. And so at some point it becomes like, I got to focus on lower level tasks if I'm working more. So the fact that I'm working longer doesn't necessarily, I'm putting out there just quality work. Any case, all of this to say, maybe I can work. Maybe I can squeeze out an extra 4, 5, 6 hour of productivity out of myself, in between juggling like just daily responsibilities of like doing support, doing sales, helping the team, and so on. Outside of those responsibilities, maybe also being able to focus for an extra hour or two, yeah, maybe that's going to move us a little bit faster, but ultimately that's not going to be the thing that is going to make the 10x growth. That's not like that's maybe like a point 0.5 growth. It's not like the like a high leverage move. And so I've been thinking about what is that high leverage move for us, so that is going to help us like grow really quickly. And it's obvious, like finding leverage, right? And so where's the leverage right now? And so one of the things that I've been asking myself is like, where are the bottlenecks? And so right now there are bottlenecks in our company around support. We need more support people to handle the tickets. And by more support, I mean our senior client success manager is doing support, where he should really be focusing on making sure that we I'm building on the client experience and improving the onboarding processes and so on, and managing the team. But he's having to do support tickets himself. He's having to do onboarding calls himself. So we need people to help us with onboarding. We need people to help us with support. We need people to help with the client check-in to make sure our clients are successful. So we need help in all of those. And then we also need help with people to help us execute the vision. And part of it is our senior success captain, senior client success manager. Part of it is him, but he's a little bit capped out. So it's kind of, we're all bottlenecked. And so we need the help. And also too, it's like, it feels like thinking about hiring, one of the things that I was thinking about is like, we don't just need to hire like one person. We need to hire like 2, maybe 3 people, just so that we can we can feel a little bit more secure on where we're at. Maybe our efficiency per person will go down a little bit, but it'll free up a little bit of everybody's time so that we can start to think. Because right now we're just so reactive in terms of like handling the day-to-day as is coming in for us, handling the support, handling sales calls, handling, emergencies and things like that happening with clients. And so anyway, I say all of this to say, I think we really got to reinvest and go all in. I feel like right now there's a big opportunity that I totally see it being possible, and I think this is a huge opportunity for us, and I want to move fast. And it just made me think of how Mr. Beast just reinvests everything into every video, and it makes me think of how we need to just reinvest ourselves to go even faster, invest in people to go even faster, and just go all in on this opportunity. Not many, I mentioned this in previous daily journals, where not many times in your life, I heard this from a Charlie Munger video, where he's like, you don't get that many chances in your life where you get big opportunities. And when you do, you just got to go all in. And this is one of those. And I feel like, it'd be silly not to go all in and make this happen. So yeah, this is where we're at. So right now we've been looking at job applications, and that's, I feel like, the next step. We need to figure out how to do how to interview these people. So we're changing our process from one-on-one interviews to group interviews. So our strategy right now with hiring is that we are being a little bit more lenient with the candidates that we're willing to let them be on a Zoom call. On a group Zoom call. And the reason for that is because it's grouped. So we're doing like 10 candidates per call. So that way we can see how everybody is on a call, and we don't have to, instead of doing 10 hours where you're doing 1 hour with each person, or even 15 minutes where you're doing 15 minutes with each person, we're doing a 90-minute call with everybody, and then it's just one time, it's easy, and then we can repeat that. And so that's kind of the strategy that we're doing right now. But we just need to set up here our systems on the back end to make sure that we can do that group interview. I've never conducted a group interview. Um, and so I don't know what kind of questions I'm going to ask and what kind of questions we need to ask. So we need to prepare for that. And what else in terms of the candidates? By the way, if you're ever looking for a job, the the thing that sets you apart is just putting in a little bit of effort. It's so crazy how many people don't put any effort when it comes to job applications. When it comes to the resume, they don't put any effort. When it comes to answering the questions in the application form, they put no effort. When it comes to, even the picture that you submit, your headshot, you have some pictures that you don't need to be professional, but just something even clear. Some people take it like in a dark room. Some people take it where or don't even submit pictures. And so it's crazy how many people don't do even like the bare minimum amount of effort that they need in order to like get considered. So if you're ever looking for a job, just putting in some effort is going to get you noticed. Never mind like actually putting in effort and doing a decent job at the application. That is how you get considered for jobs and how you get to the interview. So we've been looking at job applications. So many people are not professionals in there. But luckily we have about 30 people that we've been looking for, that we are looking into, that we have shortlisted, and we're excited about that. Let's see what else I have. So I'm looking at my notes right now, in terms of where we need to move forward here. So we just got to figure out where our bottlenecks are. One of the biggest issues when it comes to hiring is just a lack of clarity, not knowing exactly what the role is going to look like, what we need help with. Is just being very clear, or not being very clear is a recipe for disaster. And so we need to make sure that we get really clear. I've been trying to figure out, so I wrote a list of how the company potentially is going to be structured in the future. And so that way I get a good idea of like the kind of people that we're going to need. And that is an exercise that I've been doing to what is the thing that we're trying to do, and who are we going to need, and where are the bottlenecks right now. So, and just really defining the problem as is, like what is holding us back right now. I asked myself that today because I found myself working on something that eventually I said, okay, why am I working on this? Because is this really going to move the needle forward? I mean, it is something important, but right now we're stuck is the hiring. We need people. And so, so that is something that we're working on. That's pretty much it. I mean, that's right now the update for today. It's super late. It's 11:50 p.m. Again, all of these things are done at the end of the day, and it's usually like we literally just finish going through through like 70 applications right now, 60 applications, something like that right now. And so we spent some time there. Anyway, thank you all so much for listening. If you want to stay tuned and keep seeing how the journey progresses here, we're trying to find somebody that we can hire. We're trying to define exactly what it is that we need to do in order, like how is the vision of the company going to look like, so that we can start planning the people that we're going to need to achieve that vision. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.